Hi guys, and welcome along to the next video of my Gold Grabbers YouTube channel. So this is another trip up to Tyndrum. This is day 2 of the probably a 4 or 5 day trip that I'm going to be having in mid-October. I've just got back to where I finished working yesterday, and I'm going to finish off the hole that I started yesterday. There's a full video on my channel showing that hole getting worked and the gold that I've got out of it so far. I'll take you down to it now just to show you it. It's actually cleared out a bit overnight. A lot of the water's drained off, so you can actually see the hole now. You can see, well, hopefully you'll be able to make out, there's that sloping bedrock slab going down, and then there's a little bit of like a boil hole type there. That's where I was getting most of the material out, but as you can see, it's pretty much down to just the dregs and scrapings now. So I'm actually going to get part of my crevicing toolkit out, get a paintbrush out, start brushing all the material all off the sides down at that bottom area. I'll be getting my gravel pump out, sucking that out, and trying to basically just finish off this hole. That down there, the boil hole there, that's pretty much the base of this bedrock slab going down as well. I've had my hand in there with the glove on, trying to feel around, make sure there's no more loose gravels. As I say, I think it's pretty much just going to be a bucket's worth of material left to come out of that, if that. That's going to get sluiced through, panned through, and then I'm going to choose a new spot for the day. There's plenty of material that could be worked around here, but I think I might go a little bit further upstream just to have a look. This is the furthest I've been upstream at Tyndrum so far, so anywhere further is just going to be exploring new places, and that's part of the adventures of getting out and doing a bit of prospecting. So I'm going to get all my gear set back up. As I say, try and get as much material left out of that hole as possible, pretty much so hopefully it'll be as bare as material as possible. Then, as I say, I'll show you the results if there's any gold left. I did get a good few nice bits out of it yesterday. As I say, there is a video on my channel of that actual extraction of material and processing. So I'll get all my gear out, get cracked on, and see what today's got to give. So I've just finished scraping out and pumping out every little last bit of material I could get from underneath that hole. As I say, I've had tools in, I've had a little scraper at the very back of it, I've had paintbrush out, brushing all the material down into the hole. It's all been sucked out with the gravel pump, and even with the long arm glove on, I can't feel any loose materials in this hole anymore. The only way to make sure it's 100% clean would be to actually remove this huge slab that's sat on top of it, drain the hole out, and there's no way I'm moving this slab. So as I say, I'm quite happy that I've got as much as is feasibly possible to get out from underneath there. Not even probably a quarter bucket left. So as I say, I did run quite a bit of material yesterday, but yesterday it was just sluicing pans worth at a time rather than a bucket. At least I've actually brought my bucket today, so it means less back and forth. So I'm going to get my sluice set up, run this last little bit of material that's came out from this hole, see if there's any gold left over from yesterday's main extraction of material, and then we'll have a look and see where else I'm going to spend for the rest of the day. Right, so the results from that small amount of material in the bucket, not a lot, just a couple of small little specks, but that just goes to show that I've probably managed to get most, if not all, of the actual gold out from what that hole had to offer yesterday, so that's a good sign. As I say, there's no material left in it at all left now, so I'm just going to get those daft little bits snuffed up, then as I say, decide what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I might even just run a full bucket's worth of test material just from all of this looser material, because it's all still sat on top of bedrock, because all this is bedrock going along the side of the river and swooping in. So all of this material is still going to have been caught in a low pressure zone behind this boulder when the river's in flood anyway. And for the sake of, it'll only take probably about 5 minutes to fill a bucket, another 5 minutes to run it. So for 10 minutes to be able to run a good bulk sample of material out of all this as well, just to see if there's anything in it. If there isn't, as I say, then it'll be a case of deciding where to move on. So I'll get this snuffed up. Yep, I'm going to fill a full bucket worth just of this material. I'll be scraping it all off the bottom of the bedrock as much as possible, run that through and see what that's got to give. So as you can see, I've just taken a full bucket's worth of material from running along the actual side of the bedrock slab. as you can see, as it slopes down under this slab, it also slopes down that side as well. So again, hopefully that's still going to be able to be catching some gold. It's going to be flooding around the side of this and then getting caught and swirled up and hopefully getting channeled down there. Now I'm scraping all the way along the bottom of this bedrock slab going down. So I say that's only taken 5 minutes to fill that bucket because it's all relatively loose material. But if you scrape getting down against the bedrock, then it's okay if it's loose material. We'll still be able to see what it's got to give. So that's that bucket full. Just want to get the sluice set back up again, see what that's got to give. I might still run a second bucket as well, just because it's so quick, just again because it's more sampling than anything else. It doesn't take long, 5 minutes to fill a bucket, 5 minutes to sluice it, and at least I'll be able to get this whole area a good actual test run. And if it's not very productive, as I say, we'll move on. But if it's going to be giving gold, might as well work the material. So I'll get this all sluiced through and see what it's got to give. Right, so there's the results of that totally random bucket's worth of material there from next to the slab. There's a couple of nice little pieces in there. As I say, I hope the camera's going to make it out okay or not, I don't know. But there's 4 okay sized pieces and plenty of micro dotty stuff in there as well. So again, as I said, that's not bad just for a totally random hole right next to a bedrock slab. So I'm going to have another bucket, extend it out a bit more, again just following the actual channel of the bedrock going all the way along, see what that's got to give. But that's not a bad sign for, I say, 5 minutes to fill a bucket, 5 minutes to sluice it. I'll have that all day long. So as I say, fill another bucket and see what that's got to give. So I've just filled a second bucket just from this sample hole. I've been working all the way down along the side of this bedrock slab. I've even had my little paintbrush out, just sweeping along all the material, all from right out inside all the nooks and crannies and cracks, just to get it all down into an area where I can actually get it all out as well. So it's a good size sample hole really. I've been scraping a lot of this more surface material up and away, just trying to concentrate on the material that's down right near the bottom against the bedrock. So I'll get the sluice set back up, get this ran through and see what sample bucket number 2 has to hold. Yeah, so there's the results from that second test bucket out of that hole there. And again, a few nice-ish size pieces and a few more dotty pieces in the black sand as well. Started getting an increase in the black sand as well, so that's also a good indicator. I'm going to do one more bucket. If it doesn't pick up from here, then I'm going to deem, as I say, there's going to be better places around here. If I don't find anywhere, I can always come back to this. This isn't going anywhere. But as I say, it's not a bad showing for, again, 5 minutes to fill a bucket, 5 minutes to sluice it, a couple of minutes to pan it. But I'm just still hoping for those little bit bigger, chunkier pieces than what's come out so far. So I'll get these snuffered up. As I say, I'll do one more bucket from this area. And then, as I say, we might go for a walk, have a bit of a lunch break, and walk up the stream, see where else looks as though it might be worth a little dabble. There we go, that's 4 minutes to fill another bucket's worth. And you can see the bedrock slab is actually starting to curl round as well, so I'm hoping that's going to be another catch area. We'll find out. I'll run this through the sluice. I might shot another couple more scoops worth just to top it off. Then as I say, we'll run this through the sluice and see what that's got. So another couple of nice bits and a few more specky micro dotty bits in the black sands as well. So it's producing small bits, but not really what I would be hoping for. So I might do one more bucket, see what that gives, then it'll be break for lunchtime. The weather's turning now as well, so we'll see whether it's going to be worth continuing for the rest of the day or not. But as I say, I'll get all this snuffed up, run one more bucket. I probably won't film that, I'll just show the finish of that, and then we'll see whether it's going to be worth continuing with all of the rest of the flood gravels or not. So there's the third and final bucket's worth of material just emptied out into the pan from the sluice. As you can see, the hole's got a lot bigger. The actual bedrock slope that goes down does cut off to the left as well. It is going down, but to be able to work all of the bedrock material that's on there, all of this top loamy flood material would all have to get removed, and that's just too big a job for me for what gold I'm actually getting out of the material to justify it. So unless this pan has the best gold of the trip so far in, and I couldn't see any in the sluice, so it's not looking hopeful, but you never know. I'll give it a pan out now, but if not, then that'll be it for the day. The weather's turned, as you can see. It's certainly not the best of weather. It started raining as well, so if that's not going to be the best plan, as I say, then that'll be it for the day, and I'll choose a new spot for the rest of the trip. So I'll get this all panned out and see what's in it. So that bucket just had a few more bits of gold to offer on that one, but again, just not enough to justify the amount of overburden that would have to be cleared to be able to work it all. I could sluice everything, but that would be a hell of a lot of sluicing to do. And again, it's just for small little bits of flood gold that are getting trapped up. Nothing that's been considered a picker has come out yet, so I think that's going to be about it for this particular hole. I'm going to get these bits snuffed up. I might have a quick dabble around one of the other big boulders around here as well, but again, if that doesn't produce anything, then that'll be it. So yeah, I might have another quick dabble behind a different boulder. I'll pick it up if I find anything. Let's have a look. Just as a very final test of the area, that huge flat slab there, that was actually lying on top of this area, and it was allowing a nice low pressure area underneath it where there was a nice hole, material was building up. So I've moved that flat slab out, ran a full bucket going all the way underneath the big boulder, as you can see there, right down as far as my shovel could get in. Ran a full bucket's worth, not a single speck. So that's it, I'm not going to bother anymore. I'm going to just throw a couple of big boulders into these big holes. The rest will just get filled in the next flood anyway, as long as there's no big holes left over. That's all I care about. So I'll flip that slab back over, throw a couple of boulders in here, and then that's going to be it for this hole. You can see though, as I say, that's a good area that's been worked around there. All the way along the side there has been brushed out with paintbrushes and things like that, and all the way behind the back of the slab and down as well. It's had a good few nice little bits of gold, but no pickers or anything, just a few nice small flakes here and there. So that's going to be it for this hole, this area. I'm going to pack up. As I say, the weather's turned, so next outing it'll be a different area. So I hope you found these videos useful, and if you do have a look at my channel. There's loads more prospecting videos on there, and hit the subscribe button as well. As I say, there's going to be a few more videos of this trip to come as well. Thanks for watching.